Hey, what is going on, everybody? It is I, Ali Mehdaoui, with another one with you on this amazing Thursday with a lot of greatness, happiness, and joy. And I hope you're having just as productive and a positive of a day as I am. So, today we're going to be focusing on the 80-20 rule. Do you find yourself wasting your time with the wrong people or kind of chasing your inactive team members? Don't worry, you're not the only one. There are many people who are going through the same exact thing. However, if you know what I do, I give you the solution. So I'm going to help you out with identifying the right people in your business and even give you the strategy or how do you go about bringing that inactive team member to turn their mindset into a possible top producer. So I've gone through the same exact thing many times over. So I've been in a network marketing profession for 9 years now. I've been coaching and consulting. I've built traditional businesses, so I do understand the frustration of doing everything right and working with people to get the crowd to understand and listen and learn, and then all of a sudden they just go poof, inactive for whatever reason. So here are a few things that you need to do right away. First things first is get your mindset and understand the 80-20 rule. That 20% of the people you are working with are going to produce 80% of the production that you are creating. So therefore, and very first and foremost, you have to focus and identify your attention on the 20%. Now, I'm not telling you to not talk to everybody else. I'm not telling you to ignore everybody else. I'm only telling you, make sure that you are focusing your resources, your time and energy on the select few, right? The chosen ones that are actually in the same mindset that you are in. Now, if you have been in a network marketing profession, or if you have in a business that requires to build a team, and I've had this struggle of keeping your team excited, drop a number one, because I got the golden nuggets for you of how you can bring somebody immediately back into the right mindset that they need, or simply identify that they are just not the right person for you. And you can obviously respect them as people, treat them nicely, respectfully, but obviously do not have to deal with, let me teach you again, let me show you again, and you're just wasting your resources. So first things first is set up either a call, a webinar, or a sit down with that individual that has kind of gone to sleep on you. And whenever you have that successful 15-minute, whatever it is, even if it's a phone call, here are some questions that you can ask immediately so you can identify what is the issue, what are they doing, what has happened that had led them to, if you will, kind of just go astray and not engage anymore. So the first question is this: hey, where's your head at? Where is your head at? Meaning, where do you stand with the business? What is going on? Are you still engaged? Do you still want this thing to work? Are you not interested anymore? Like, where is your head at? And let the individual answer you and tell them, hey, it's okay either way. I'm just trying to make sure that we are on the same page. They will either tell you, well, I'm still in it. If you get anything as in, I still want this thing to work for me, the next question to ask is, what are you struggling with? Where is the struggle? What is that stumbling block that is stopping you from going to the next phase? Imagine I'm Genie in a bottle, right? And I say, your wish is my command. What would you want to see to happen in order for you to succeed? And let them tell you. That way you can do one of the following things. Either set up the proper expectation. If somebody says, I'd like to be a millionaire tomorrow, obviously you got to let them know, hey, well, that's great that you're ambitious, but with ambition comes effort, right? Or they may say, I'm just afraid of talking to people. They may say, I just don't know how to present. They may say, I don't know how to prospect. I don't know how to bring people. I talk to everybody. I hate rejection. Whatever the means of the struggle is, at least they gave you the antidote to understand, here is the missing element and here is what I need to work on right away. So make sure you do that. Now, if at any point when you say, where's your head at? And they say, to be honest with you, I'm just not feeling it anymore. This is not what I thought it was going to be. I don't think this is for me, whatever. Anything that is outside, then I still want in. You got to ask them the following questions. What were you hoping? What were you expecting? What were you hoping for? What did you want to get? right? So again, now you're trying to identify where did the message go wrong. And again, they may say, well, I'd be honest with you, I was hoping that I didn't have to, work an extra 5 hours a night, or, from home. I was hoping this doesn't interfere with my livelihood. I was hoping this doesn't interfere with my time, with my family, whatever the case may be. Now, again, write these things down because you can address it for them and you can 100% go about it as in, well, I'm not sure why you're doing 5 hours a day on your home-based business. And if you are, what are you doing during those 5 hours? Right now, you're trying to identify, again, that root cause of the problem. It automatically kind of connects to that second piece of where are your struggles or what do you struggle with or whatever the case may be. So again, you're trying to identify what went wrong, and it's an opportunity for you to either A, fix it, B, adjust, set up the proper expectations, or C, just respectfully part ways. Respectfully let them know, well, listen, first of all, I'm sorry this didn't work out. I really was hoping that this was going to be, a home run for you. And clearly it's just not the right timing. So why don't we do this? Why don't we put this thing on hold for right now? And why don't we touch base in about 60 days? Now you're being the bigger person in the conversation. You're being that consultant, the advisor to them. You're not showing resistance. You're not showing anger. You're not showing them, I only care about my pocket, about my downline, about what I'm going to make out of you. You're actually advising them, hey, let me actually help you out with typing an email so your back office doesn't charge you anymore or your next order doesn't come out. Things like that showcases to that individual, I care about you. Now, most people won't even agree with me on this. Most people would rather say, you kidding me? No, man, we gotta get him on a three-way with an upline and an upline of an upline, and we gotta get him with the owner and see what we gotta do to turn him around, to convince them. Listen, you twist that arm hard enough, people are gonna maybe bite on that conversation, but then they'll just move on after they hang up the phone call. So make sure you're not making that mistake. Here's the thing. If they say, well, if we can overcome these problems or this struggle or whatever, right? You identify the struggle itself and you say, well, let me ask you a question. Would it be okay with you if I can commit to you, if I can work with you in the next 90 days to make this thing magically amazing for you, to have that turnaround? And if they say, that'll be awesome, okay, great. Do I have your permission to force you to do what you need to do? Now, that's a little bit of a challenging question to ask. But guess what? You're now really saying, put your money where your mouth is. Do I have your permission to force you to do what you need to do? That's like a coach in the gym. Hey, do I have permission to push you harder than you need to? Yes. Okay, great. Now, once you have that permission, you have complete leverage. You have 100% complete leverage. Now, you can this conversation, by the way, needs to be had individually. Don't do it on a conference call with everybody. They'll gang up on you. So the next place that you want to be at is create a commitment. Create a commitment. So it's almost as a three-way partnership. Now, I said three-way, not two-way. Now, here's the three partners. You, right, where you say, okay, so every single day, here is what I'm going to work on. Here's what I'm going to be doing. Here's what I'm going to provide to assist, to help, to coach, to mentor, to do whatever it is, right? Now, I'm expecting you, however, to just commit to this one thing every single day. I'm expecting you to call or do this or get no's or whatever the case may be. That's the second partner, right? The third partner you want to include, because now you have permission to do the right thing, so you want to include a third party. You want to include someone that has no relationship and could be a manager, a boss, an upline, owner, whatever, that third party that comes into the equation of, now, John is going to hold you and I accountable so I don't fail you and you don't fail me. He's going to be our partner to make sure that we both are doing the same exact thing. And here's the thing. See, you got to create some type of reward. And by the end of these 30 days, should you do what you're supposed to do, and I will do what I'm supposed to do, here is what we're going to expect to happen. And we have an add-on incentive just for you. Have fun with it. Create an incentive. You know that, an 8-inch Android tablet is like 60 or 70 bucks on Amazon. Invest that. Let them know, hey, I'll get you a tablet that you can do business anywhere outside your house. Awesome, right? Now you got an incentive that you can work with. So here is what you are to create in that partnership. One is ownership. you empower them to feel ownership. Like, I'm expecting you every single day to do a Facebook Live and get 5 no's. I didn't say get yeses. I didn't say present. Just do a Facebook Live and 5 no's. As an example, obviously, each business is going to be different. The next piece is accountability, right? You want to make sure that they are held accountable. Hey, every single day, I'm personally going to send you a message or a call at the end of the night asking you, who did you talk to and what were the results? Did you do your Facebook Live? How many no's did you get today, right? You're creating the expectations that we are 100% are going to be doing this. The last piece, once you have conversations with the different individuals, right? And let's say you have 5 people who agree out of the 100, guess what? Hey, because it's just 5 of you that decided to take me on this accountability and to take ownership in your business, here's what I'm going to do for you. The first person to hit an excellent rank will get an additional $200 from me. Or the first person to, bring in a brand new prospect and help them get into a webinar, whatever. You create a contest, you reach out to your support team and let them know, hey, I want to create a contest and I need your help. And can you support me? Can you help me out? Can you chip in? Right? So that will kind of bring every single thing together. So those are just a little bit of tips that you can engage that sleeping beauty, I guess, in your business, because what happens is we are excited at first. We tell everybody how this is the greatest thing ever. Come on, get involved, get involved, get involved. And then they end up getting involved out of excitement. And that excitement eventually will phase out. Whatever you did right or wrong, whether it was them who didn't pay attention or who did not apply, or it doesn't matter. The main thing is that you don't give up on anybody and you call every single person, because see, in your business, there is what we call warm market. These are the people you have relationships with. And then there's cold market. These are prospects that you don't know. You're just obviously talking to strangers about whatever it is that you're doing in any different means. The third one, though, is the golden market. The golden market is the people who are already in your business, whether they're engaged, involved, or not. That's a secondary conversation, but they already have seen value. There was something within your business that attracted them, that got them already excited. Now you just have to get them to do the right thing by you being that leader they need you to be, by you being that mentor that they need you to be. So create accountability and ownership. So ownership for them, accountability for yourself, and watch the magic happen. Now, I'm telling you, only 5 to 20% of your network is going to actually take you on this conversation. The rest, they're not ready yet. They're not ready. So don't take it on yourself and feel like you're responsible for people failing. No, you did what you could with what you had, and they are grown enough that they have personally made their own decision to get involved in your business or whatever the case may be. So these are my top rated tips on getting your sleepy team engaged back in the business. Make sure you visit us at workwithali.com. That is our website, workwithali.com. And just a friendly reminder, Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we are doing a third webinar of our series on prospecting that we have been doing on the month of May. Make sure you register. It is a complimentary 1 hour and a half of content that is worth thousands and thousands of dollars. That is workwithali.com/prospect. Again, workwithali.com/prospect, and you can reserve your spot. We only allow 40 people at a time in our webinars, just because obviously we want to make sure that the stream is clear, perfect, and we don't want to overload the platform itself. So the first person that comes in is the first person who gets served, and we look forward to assisting you and working with you. And just remember, as your strategic partner, what we do is we aim to help struggling entrepreneurs and or companies to become successful stories, and I believe that you are the next one. I appreciate your time, and we will talk to you soon. Take care, everybody.